Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
Here, everybody's all in the tizzy over the feds getting involved in DC with policing criminal behavior. You got people actually protesting because they're saying they don't want Trump to issue federal officers to help protect the people in the city.
Oh, stop it. We are putting all kinds of resources onto the street.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Press release hailing the drop in crime rates at the end of it. What changed?
It's never enough. This changed. This changed. It's never enough. You tell these families crime has dropped. You tell the mother of the intern who was shot going out from McDonald's near the Washington Convention Center, oh, crime is down. You tell the kid who was just beat the hell and back with a severe concussion and a broken nose, crime is down. No, that falls on deaf ears. And my ears are deaf to that. And that's why I fight the fight.
People
Thank you.
in the city. Now, federalizing DC is already federal. Every crime in District of Columbia, which is its own country, is a federal crime. It's not a sovereign state. It's actually a federal enclave. DC, Puerto Rico, and Guam, you commit a crime in any one of those places, it's federal. There is no state. And those people are federal citizens under federal law. And so those young men out there committing crimes, who they know who they are, just robbing. There's been people shot right down the street from the Capitol. I mean, look, part of the game is to let a problem get to the point where you beg for the government to come in. And then they come in, and then the people, oh, why are they here? They're taking, and then the mayor blames it. Well, they're saying that you're not doing your job, because part of the plan was for that to happen anyways, to militarize the state police, which in that case, the state of DC, District of Columbia, is a federal enclave, which is a headquarters for the federal corporation, which is the federal government, 28 U.S.C. 3002. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 3,000. Look it up. It's a federal corporation, man. It's built of federal citizens. And I don't know why anybody would be upset about crime being lowered anyway. Well, because now you got it is a military state, and usually once it goes there, it's hard to get it out. It's hard to get it out. So these people, man, see, they have a long game, and it's no different than when they, let these cities get to the point where the crime is out of control. Like Chicago over the weekend, 200 something shootings. I mean, this is a shit that nobody says nothing about. And it cracks me up, man, especially when you have black leaders getting all, Jasmine Crockett and all these people getting all riled up. You're not nowhere in there, but you're not getting riled up by all this black on black crime, crime on crime. I mean, and it's a lot of people that look like you know who doing the crimes, and nobody's saying shit. Why?
I came all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue this morning. So peaceful, yeah. I don't smell no weed, yeah. I don't see no homeless people. I mean, I came all the way through the southeast side, all the way down here. You can see now I'm at the White House jump, man. It's quiet, yeah. It's a shame that it takes somebody to have to sit in your classroom in order for you to be in order, yeah. Because that's what it feels like, yeah. You gotta be babysitter to do your job, yeah. Stuff been out of control for years. You gotta do better, yeah. You gotta do better, yeah. And mainly, young, you got the problems. It's us, man. It's always us giving everybody a bad name, yeah. We'll see how long this lasts, yeah. How many murders was it last night? How many carjackings?
Oh man, you know, you always call. Why? I'm not blaming. I'm just saying is who's doing it, and I'm not saying it's only them. Whoever's doing it, it needs to be accountability. Why is there not any accountability? That's why I just stay away from places like I wouldn't even want to go there to hang out because why put myself in a position like that? It's so much shit going on, man, and people are just blind, and then they want to get all involved in the political aspect, but they're not thinking about just the day-to-day community safety aspect and the fact that a lot of this stuff, and it's not like nobody's making these people commit to crimes, man. These guys aren't robbing to go, pay their bills. They're not stealing to keep a roof over their head. These guys, they're doing it because it's easy for them and they don't care. They don't care. They don't have no compassion. A lot of guys are bragging. Some of the videos now that they release of guys after they've been arrested or prior to being arrested that brag about this stuff, and it's like the police video cam and footage now, they actually put it out there to show you how ignorant a lot of these people are. Check these guys out.
Got that be on the first thing. This first you see me. He took one move on the. I did not. The first time I'm going to jail again. That's the first time every day. He had it. He had it. He had it. 3 times. On the niggas. On the homies. On the homies. I got the corroborate. I don't know why he stopped chasing you and started chasing me. He had that on my face. It wasn't nowhere else for me to go. I didn't even know who them niggas. That's why I need to be the driver on the homies. I should have sent you in on the homies. You got much. You got your yours in car, but you ain't in possession of it. Yeah, oh got nothing. You say my phone in the car. My phone in the car still. It's Westlake. Oh, the niggas ain't no. Y'all found my phone? Bro, I was sleeping in the car. I don't know what the. I don't know my. I heard you. What they on? Whoa. I look up. All I hear.
Yeah, they're just, and it ain't like I said, I'm not trying to make it any worse than what it is. It is what it is. But until you call it out and stop ducking and dodging and acting like you don't see it, man, embarrass these people to the point where they say, man, you know what, I'm cool. I don't want to look stupid. But it's like all glorified. It's laughed at. It's cool. It's chill. I'm gonna see the homies again. Everybody. It's like, dude, this is the bullshit. And the group of people that are participating in this on a regular basis, they don't care about the men. They want to get them out the way anyways, so they can move with plan B or plan C or D, because they're not a part of plan A. They're in the way. So if they're going to do what they're going to do and cause themselves to get caught up, it works better on us. Get them off the street, put them in a factory. Let them run around in there and be animals. It's wild, man. Oh man, this is so. I can't believe when people get mad when somebody is doing something and then in the process of committing a crime, they get shot or get their wig split, and it's like, oh man, they didn't have to do that. Look, man, I pray I made it out. I got lucky. But if something would have happened to me, it would have been on me. I couldn't have blamed. I mean, look, man, you don't understand when you're committing. It doesn't always go along in a happy way, and they wave at you when you're robbing or you're burglarizing or you're stealing. Hey, okay, we'll just shoot you in the leg. Hey, we'll just let you go. I mean, you done endanger the lives of people. You think they're not in their scope of capacity in their duties to bust your head? You done did all kind of things, and you think see, that's the thing about, look, one thing about being a criminal, right? Sometimes being a criminal, you have this bias in your mind. You're like, you do stuff to people, but then when they do it back, you think that is abuse of power. What is it when you're doing it? When a criminal is doing what he's doing and he's done beat somebody or hurt somebody, then he gets beat up, and you're saying, well, this person got beat up in the process. Well, do you not think that that's karma that came along, that somehow when you were doing something, and then if there was an incident where somebody beat your ass, do you not think if you wouldn't have done what you did, you would have never been in a position where they could have hurt you to beat your ass? Come on, man. It's common sense, man. Yeah, you in jail, blah, blah, blah. You supposed to, you have the right. But it's like, dude, you did a reign of terror. You robbed, maybe you shot somebody, type, whatever you did. And then now you act like everything for you is cool. You just get a smooth walk through the system. Oh, you get a little time, but you got the fresh commissary, you're smoking cigarettes, you're walking the yard. But the people that you harmed, there is no retribution for them, but you sitting in jail. I know, man. I did some stuff and had to do my time and had to handle my business. Had I, had to deal with anything further, then I would have to deal with it. But looking at it now, man, I can see how the victims could see things and why they would want to have retribution. That's the part people don't get, man. There's two sides to this shit. It's not just your side where, there's things that have consequences to them. But, you got all these people that just are they're idiots until they get carjacked or they get something happen to them. They get a house break in. And then it's, oh man, what are you going to do? Tell the robber, don't hurt my wife, leave my kids alone, just take what you want. Come on, man. You're a man. You better come down there and bust some heads. These dudes, man, they don't care. Some of these guys, once they done escalated to where they done detached from humanity and they're just doing, and they get off on doing what they're doing, and it becomes an actual art, or they get like, this is just their routine. They don't care what noises you make, how you say, take what you want. Some of these dudes are just sick in the head, man. Unless somebody has a sense of morality or God in the back of their mind that stops them. A lot of these dudes they go all the way. There's some people, man, you get around prison, you think, oh, this guy's cool. You find out what his case was. These dudes are straight animals, bro. You're like, damn, dude, why'd you do all that? Why you just didn't take the money? Why did you do all that? There's dudes, man, they do some stuff, man, and it's like beyond anything that's even called for, because they're just demons, bro. They've been possessed. And some of these young people out there, you don't want to call them that, but that's what they are. They done already got to the point where they're not going to get that snapped out of them until maybe 10, 15 years in the pen. So from their 20s, 18 to 25, 30, maybe 35, 40, then they settle down. And then they realize that, what they were doing, because they still don't see nothing wrong with what they've done. I've seen guys, man, they didn't care about the people that they left hurt, that the people they robbed, or whatever the case may be. And to think that in some of these cities, like they're saying in parts of DC, you don't even want to go out after 8 o'clock. Certain cities, be more, certain cities in Chicago, you don't want to go out after a certain time, man. You don't know what can happen. Mind your business, man. People don't care, man. I want your watch. That's nice. Let me have it. It's sad, man, but that's what we're dealing with. So, when you have this type of martial law being put in play, which is, like I said, that's a federal enclave, and then you want to, this is like a test to see what other cities, where they're going to hit next. But like these mayors, they're not caring. That's why they let the crime get like that, because ultimately that's what they want. They want to federalize those cities so that they can come in and take over that jurisdiction. There's no more state sovereignty. You got federalization of the police state, and all you little knuckleheads is going to the feds. Wild game, man, but it's real. Big Kirk 916. Subscribe, share.